Karma is a word that often carries heavy connotations. People hear it and think of consequences, whether good or bad, that follow their actions. In everyday conversation, someone might say, "That's karma," when something unfortunate happens to someone who has done wrong. But what if we told you that karma is not just about payback or rewards? What if we understood karma as a profound and meaningful part of our lives, something that shapes who we are and how we grow? Nichiren Daishonin taught that karma is not a punishment or a reward, it is a teacher. In his writings, he explains that our karma, our actions, words, and thoughts creates the causes and conditions that shape our lives. These causes and conditions can be thought of as seeds that we plant in the garden of our lives. Depending on the seeds we plant, we will reap different fruits. But no matter what grows, whether it's a sweet fruit or a bitter one, it all has profound meaning. In The Opening of the Eyes, Nichiren writes, "If you want to understand the causes that existed in the past, look at the results as they are manifested in the present. And if you want to understand what results will be manifested in the future, look at the causes that exist in the present." This passage tells us that karma is like a mirror reflecting our past actions and a window into our future. But rather than being trapped by this reflection, we have the power to change it. Understanding that all karma has profound meaning allows us to approach life with a different perspective. Instead of seeing our challenges and sufferings as random or unfair, we can see them as opportunities for growth. The Lotus Sutra, one of the most important texts in Mahayana Buddhism, teaches that even the most difficult experiences can lead to enlightenment. In the Expedient Means chapter, the Buddha says, "At all times I think to myself, how can I cause living beings to gain entry into the unsurpassed way and quickly acquire the body of a Buddha?" This shows us that the Buddha's intent is to guide us through our karma, helping us turn our struggles into steps toward enlightenment. Imagine your life as a journey up a mountain. Karma can be seen as the terrain of the mountain, the rocks, the slopes, the rivers you must cross. Some parts of the journey are easy, with gentle slopes and clear paths. Other parts are steep and challenging, with rough terrain and obstacles. But every part of the journey is necessary. The easy paths give you rest and build your confidence. The hard paths test your strength and teach you resilience. Both are important, and both have profound meaning. Nichiren Daishonin's teachings emphasize the idea that we can transform our karma through our actions in the present moment. He introduces the concept of changing poison into medicine, which means taking the negative aspects of our karma and turning them into positive forces for good. This transformation happens not by avoiding or denying our karma, but by facing it head-on with courage and wisdom. One of Nichiren's letters, The Three Kinds of Treasure, offers a powerful example of how we can approach karma with a positive mindset. He writes, "More valuable than treasures in a storehouse are the treasures of the body, and the treasures of the heart are the most valuable of all." This suggests that while material wealth and physical well-being are important, the greatest treasures we can cultivate are inner qualities like wisdom, compassion, and resilience. When we focus on developing these inner treasures, we can turn even the most challenging karma into an opportunity for growth. The story of Bodhisattva Never Disparaging, from the Lotus Sutra, illustrates this beautifully. This Bodhisattva encountered many people who mistreated and disrespected him, yet he never responded with anger or resentment. Instead, he bowed to them and said, "I have profound reverence for you. I would never dare treat you with disparagement or arrogance." Why? Because you are all practicing the Bodhisattva way and are certain to attain Buddhahood. Through his actions, Bodhisattva Never Disparaging transformed his karma and the karma of those around him. His story teaches us that how we respond to our karma is just as important as the karma itself. In our own lives, we may face situations that feel unfair or overwhelming. We might wonder why we have to go through certain hardships or why certain challenges seem to keep repeating. But if we understand that all karma has profound meaning, we can begin to see these experiences in a different light. Each difficulty becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The Buddhist concept of Ichinin Sanzen, or 3,000 realms in a single moment of life, further emphasizes the profound meaning of our karma. This teaching, introduced by Tian Te, explains that every moment of our life contains the potential for any one of 3,000 possible states of existence. These states range from hellish suffering to the bliss of Buddhahood. The state we experience depends on our karma, but it also depends on our inner determination and the actions we choose to take. Nichiren Daishonin built upon this concept by teaching that through chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we can tap into our Buddhahood and bring forth the highest potential from each moment. In this way, we are not simply victims of our karma, we are active participants in shaping our destiny. By chanting, we align ourselves with the mystic law, the fundamental principle that governs the universe, and we can transform even the most difficult karma into a source of strength and enlightenment. Let's consider a metaphor to understand this better. Think of karma as a river flowing through your life. Sometimes the river is calm and peaceful, and other times it's turbulent and rough. The water in the river represents the experiences and circumstances that karma brings into your life. You can't stop the river from flowing, but you can learn how to navigate it. By chanting and practicing Buddhism, you learn to steer your boat skillfully, using the power of the current to move forward rather than being swept away by it. This is the essence of transforming karma, using it as a force for progress rather than letting it drag you down. In one of his letters, Nichiren Daishonin wrote to a follower named Shiyo Kingo, who was going through a difficult time, "Muster your faith and pray to this Gohanzen. Then what is there that cannot be achieved?" Nichiren was encouraging Shiyo Kingo to use his practice to overcome his challenges. This advice applies to all of us. When we face difficult karma, instead of feeling defeated, we can muster our faith and use it as an opportunity to strengthen our practice. In doing so, we not only overcome our immediate difficulties but also build the inner strength to face future challenges with confidence. The teachings of Buddhism remind us that karma is not something to fear or avoid. It is a profound and meaningful aspect of our lives, a reflection of our past actions and a guide for our future growth. When we embrace our karma with a positive and courageous attitude, we transform it from a source of suffering into a source of enlightenment. In the Record of the Orally Transmitted Teachings, Nichiren states, "The Lotus Sutra is the true teaching of enlightenment for all people, whether they be wise or foolish, good or evil." This means that no matter what kind of karma we carry, whether it's the result of wise or foolish actions, good or evil deeds, we all have the potential to attain enlightenment. The key lies in how we approach our karma. Do we see it as a burden, or do we see it as an opportunity to grow? Gautama Buddha, in his teachings, emphasized the importance of understanding karma as part of the path to enlightenment. In the Dhammapada, he says, "By oneself is evil done. By oneself is one defiled. By oneself is evil left undone. By oneself is one made pure." Purity and impurity depend on oneself. No one can purify another. This highlights the personal responsibility we have in dealing with our karma. We are the creators of our own karma, and we are also the ones who have the power to purify and transform it. Ultimately, all karma has profound meaning because it is part of the tapestry of our lives. It shapes our experiences, challenges us to grow, and offers us the chance to transform ourselves. By understanding and embracing this truth, we can live with greater awareness, compassion, and wisdom. The next time you face a challenge, remember that it's not just an obstacle, it's a part of your karmic journey, a step on the path to your own enlightenment. By facing it with a courageous heart and a determined spirit, you can turn even the most difficult karma into a profound opportunity for growth and transformation. As Nichiren Daishonin so wisely put it, winter always turns to spring. No matter how harsh or cold your karma may seem, it holds the promise of a bright and warm future if you approach it with the right mindset. All karma has profound meaning, and it is up to us to uncover that meaning and use it to illuminate our path toward Buddhahood.